Hey everybody, what is going on? Hexlex here with another Master Duel video for you. So today in this one we're going to be doing yet another viewer special. This one is going to be number 16. Super excited to be here with the viewer special number 16. As always as ever, I feel the need to just thank you all profusely for helping so much to contribute. I mean, literally the series could not be done without you all. Obviously the viewers have to be involved with the viewer special in order for it to be this consistent of a thing, and I'm so glad we've been able to make it a consistent thing. Again, I say we, it's all up to you all. Like it's the support that I get from you all that really not only keeps this particular series going, but the channel as a whole going. Can't speak to it often enough. So for those of you who are kind of just tuning into a viewer special for the first time and wondering what this is all about, the viewer special is, well, as the name implies, a special video where you, the viewers, get to send in your duels for us to share instead of just watching me play all the time. I really started this just as a show, I guess, for two reasons, right? One, it's definitely a show of appreciation for just the support that you all offer in the comments, not just in terms of like, saying you like the content and the videos, but also like, I see it all the time, especially towards the end of videos when I'm talking about comments, like, I'm always like, definitely let me know in the comments if you think the build or the gameplay could be any better. I'm always looking to improve in that way, and I really value constructive criticism in that regard. So, seeing it in the comments, it just happened often enough that I was like, this is exactly what I want to be doing. So I want to give you all who are offering your insight into the game via the platform of the comments another platform to do so, which is to share your replays here on the channel. So if you're wondering how to go about sharing, as far as the information you need to share, we'll definitely need the 9-digit player ID there. This set of 3 numbers, or 3 sets of 3 numbers here. Additionally, make sure that the replays are saved publicly. If the replay is not saved publicly, then I will not be able to view it. So definitely make sure that you are doing that there. As far as where to submit the replays, oh, and then also, yeah, of course, one more thing. When submitting, your player ID, where you have the replay saves, also just it helps to add a quick little like blurb about the game, I guess, so to speak. If you feel so inclined, where you could even just say like, oh, I played this deck against this deck, or like if you wanted to get more detailed, you could be like, oh, I played this deck against this deck, and the game was very back and forth, or like I managed to play through a Max C, or I managed to play through a lot of floodgates. Like that's definitely not necessary, but is helpful for me sorting through the content that gets submitted. So as far as like where to submit or how to submit, then I can tell you that's pretty easy. If you check out the description of this video, you'll find a link to my Twitter page, and from there, if you click on that, right at the top of my profile is a pinned tweet where I am curating all of the games that I get requested to viewed as replies to that Twitter thread. So definitely recommend putting it there. It's very easy for me, honestly, because that allows me to have one space to go to where I'm looking for like the majority of the replies there. That said, if you don't have a Twitter, that's fine. You can still definitely submit. Just go ahead and do so in the comment of this video, or the comments rather of this video here, and I'll be sure to make an effort to take a look at those as well, and include some of those games too. So yeah, I think that about covers for the basics of what the viewer special is and what we're kind of doing here. So let's go and take a look at some of your games. Alright, so the first replay we're going to be taking a look at comes to us from JinWu here. Looks like he has, or rather they have a replay featuring Dragon Link. Doesn't seem like it's a particularly long one, but it's got a very solid turn 1 setup, and I'm definitely interested in seeing this as someone who's definitely getting more and more into Dragon Link. I'm very interested to see what other turn 1 setups kind of look like. Obviously, it's going to really vary on the resources that you have available in hand, but yeah. So it goes here. So this hand's looking really, really solid. We can open with, the adventure line here, setting up the Wandering Griffin Rider, and yeah, we can even throw out the quick launch here as well. Wow, that quick launch isn't once per turn, is it? I always forget that somehow. That's, yeah, quick launch is not once per turn in any fashion, which is a little, a little bit ridiculous, I think, but not too, like, broken, of course, or anything, but. Okay, so it looks like they're going for the Striker Dragon here. Or whether we're going for the Striker Dragon. It's funny, I say, you know, there, because I'm used to talking about somebody else, like, you know, as far as, like, you know what I mean. Like, I'm not used to other people playing from my perspective, is what I'm getting at. Jeez, I just had to like, get the words out there for a second. Okay, so yeah, Drinkerback is coming down, as is the Wandering Griffin Rider. So now that we have the protection of the Griffin Rider, it's definitely going to feel a lot better to go ahead and combo off here. Okay, using Striker Dragon's effect to bring back the Rocket Tracer, and then yeah, there is the boot sector launch, and then from there, I mean, did we just go straight into... No, okay, we're going into Hulk. Gotcha, okay. Oh, yeah, just so many possibilities with this, with this light. Oh my goodness. Okay, something Red Rose sinking... Oh, is this for Baron? Baron de Fleur? Looks like that is the case. It's actually pretty smart. It's nice to be able to free up some board space by not having, yeah, too many monsters on board. Just being able to consolidate and keep the Omni Negate, I think, is a nice touch. Okay, so let's see. I'm just paying attention to the Shooting Riser Dragon play in particular because I've never really, like, and I feel like I should have by this point. Like, I've never really summoned Shooting Riser Dragon yet, and I feel like I probably should have by this point. So, like, any opportunity to see that card being used in a combo, I'm definitely, like, eager. I'm like, ooh, what are we doing with it? What are we doing with it? So, even though, honestly, by this point, some of the cards I've done it with in the past are like no longer like meta relevant, but okay, so what are we gonna reveal off the Chaos? Looks like a DD Crow is what we're adding. Oh, we can send the Absorouter. That's definitely gonna be good. That can add a neat little plant. No, that can add a neat little play rather, not plant. Alright, here we're going. Yeah, here's the Borland. Wow, the Borland with the Baron. Okay. Oh, and are we even gonna set up a Borload too? We are. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. So this is even like more ridiculous than the setup that like I had before. Oh my god. Yeah, because I was wondering if you could do more. Because even though I had like Borload Savage plus, you know, the Borland, I felt like there was still more that could have happened. If we probably had been willing to utilize the Adventure Engine in the same way, then yeah, instead of just trying to keep the Omni Negate up, we could have made like a different Omni Negate through either the Baron or the I guess probably would have been the Sword Soul. I don't know, actually, could have been either way, but I mean, either way, that was a fantastic turn one. Thank you very much for showing that off. That was yeah, that was definitely super bad. Definitely, thank you so much. All right, let's go and take a look at the next game. Alright, so the next game being submitted comes to us from Mr. PLJ, who submitted a game where they are playing Despia versus, let's see, I wrote down birds. I'm going to assume that means Flandres and not like Tri-Brigade Leerlusk, which is kind of, you know, the other deck that was just ambiguously conferred, or rather referred to as just birds from time to time, so... Alright, looks like we were taking the second turn here without really any hand traps either. Ooh, that's a little rough, but okay, looks like it is in fact the Flandres. I kind of figured it was, but, you know. Can never be too sure. Don't want to make assumptions or anything like that. So, oh, they've even got the Arbina for the barrier statue. That means they've, yeah, already got the Eaglin in hand, so. Yeah, definitely not an ideal, you know, setup to be playing into there. The yeah, the typical Flandres turn. Well, again, we also saw the, what is it called? The, oh, hang on, it was just played earlier. The barrier statue getting added, yeah, so that's definitely going to hinder us as well. Yep, there it is. Okay, so that was interesting. That's kind of telling that the middle one is probably this, the, what do you call it? The one that's the, Dreamtown there, because it was set first and so readily, and then they kind of hesitated and set the other one. I don't know. obviously how much time was actually elapsed in between that, but it definitely was enough of a amount of time that I noticed it there on the time lapse. So looks like Callby is going to come down and negate our Edge Imp chain. That's fine. Okay, here's the Flauderies and the Dreaming Town. Let's see, for Eaglin. In response to the branded lost, I wonder. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, right? Because otherwise they can't, yeah, they can't do it when I fusion summon, so they have to do it, like, now. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Sorry, I just got like kind of lost in watching the game in the moment. Sometimes that happens when I'm doing these viewer specials. I'm like just all enthralled in watching the game, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're doing a video right now. Duh. I know, very professional, but I mean, what can I say? You know, honestly, it's one of the many reasons I love featuring your guys' games. It's just because I love, like, I don't know, I just love being able to see not just other players' games. Like, obviously I do go on YouTube and I watch other, you know, Master Duel videos here and there, just kind of pick up on not just like the decks in general and the tech, but also just like how other people are playing, how other people are talking about playing the game, just all that fun stuff in general. And so, like, getting to see firsthand gameplay that's from you all, like that are you know, following my content here, that's I think that's extra cool, and that's again just why I think I get so enthralled, like watching these sometimes during these viewer specials, like I did just now earlier. So Morph, yeah, this Mega Rise is coming down. We did end up winning this duel, right? I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like how we're about to come back here. Let's see, we have an Aliber and a Poly. Opponent's got an Apex Avian up. I guess it will, yeah, obviously it always depends on what you draw for a turn there, but I'm trying to figure out what I could draw that would like remedy that. Okay, Nibiru. Oh, okay, yeah, so the Apex Avian will just negate the Poly, and then we can just kind of like pick it up and, or not pick it up, summon the Aliber, and then pick up the branded fusion from the deck is what I meant there. And then oh, they got the Max C. Okay, I mean, we're just gonna have to like go for it at this point, right? We're at 2,500. We can't afford to just like pass here. So okay, here we go. So this is an Albion. I talked about this, I think, in the last branded Despia video that I did, where I realized I wasn't in the Fright for variant. I wasn't playing any lights at all in my deck, and I was like, oh yeah, we definitely gotta change that so we can summon Albion. And sure enough, Albion, just super strong here, just being able to make, you know, more fusions on top of more fusions. And let's see, looks like we are just shy. No, okay, we're a little bit over enough damage for lethal. So I knew it was one or the other. It was just some out of math, even though I was gonna say that I don't want to do, but you know, it's just basic math. But what can I say? Math was never my strong subject. So oh, I just realized you named at Hexlex. So yeah, thank you very much for your submission there. I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's go take a look at the next game. Alright, the next duel here is going to come to us from, let's see, Nyan Alter, and it seems like they are submitting, where is it here? Okay, looks like it's going to be Branded versus Adventure 10E, and it sounds like we're playing through like a setup board of Adventure 10Es, like with all the negates and all that fun stuff. So, alright, definitely looking forward to this one, seeing how we're able to bust through that. Alright, our opening hand is looking pretty solid here. We have a lot of gas. We have the Edge Imp Chain and the Theater, and the Aliber and the Branded Fusion too. Okay, so here comes, yeah, the Ashina from Monk. Then Vishuda's effect. Okay, here we go. Yeah, wow, so they have, like, they just have it all here. I was gonna say, I wonder how they're gonna go into Hulk, but geez, they had, like, their their pick of ways to go. And okay, they're even going to go into a Baron before they go into the Hulk, so it's a little too bad. I guess we didn't get to use the Ash Blossom. I mean, the Ash Blossom, I guess, still does have a use in getting, like, drawing out the Baron negate. So yeah, we'll definitely still do that. Okay, so yeah, here, yeah, there's the Jet Synchron, and then going for the Aurora Dawn. Okay, so yeah, it looks like they are. Yeah, I'm just like kind of following their like turn one. I'm saying we, you know, I keep saying we as I'm following like the opponent's turn one line here. It's because like when I'm used to just talking about the plays in the these viewer special videos, I'm just used to talking about like us like colloquially. I'm almost certain I did not use that word correctly. I'm just talking about like us like as a unit, I guess. So. Alright, so now, yeah, here's the Borload Savage Dragon. Are they going to leave something up? I mean, hopefully they don't. I was going to say, are they going to leave something up for this 9 pillars? Although, yeah, here comes the Denglong here. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, is this Herald of the Arclight? Yep. Alright, so yet another Omni Negate. So it looks like the opponent ended on a total of 4 Omni Negates. Oh my god, the Borload Savage Dragon, the Herald of the Arclight, the Baron, and of course the face down 9 pillars as well. Okay, so it looks like we're leading with Despia Theater of the Branded. Makes sense, it's a good card to bait with, and they immediately take that bait by hitting it with the Savage Dragon. Looks like next up is oh, the Herald. Yep. Or not the Herald. That was the was that the Baron's Negate I saw? No. Okay, it wasn't. Okay. All right. So. Looks like we're shipping away through their, not floodgates, responses pretty easily there, or relatively easily, so, okay, I drop another Brain Diffusion, then they just concede at that point. That's awesome. Oh my god, that's so rad. Yeah, I love games like that. That's so satisfying when you actually manage to play through, like, all the negates and all of everything that the opponent managed to do, because it's so easy to watch them go off like that and then just, like, concede right away and being like, there's no way I can play through that. And I'm guilty of doing that even from time to time, but it really does pay to hang in there. It honestly really does, because you never know. Games like this can happen where you just kind of, like, manage to come back from more or less out of nowhere. Or not out of nowhere necessarily, but you managed to come back against a really strong turn 1 board and win as kind of like the underdog there. So, all right, let's take a look at one more game here. Alrighty, so the last duel of this video comes to us from Bodevik here, and looks like they have a Despia Mirror match for us. So I'm definitely down to watch as many of these as possible too, because obviously this is a fairly common matchup nowadays, is the Despia Mirror. And the Mirror can kind of, like, you know, we say quote-unquote mirror, but it could be like the Frightfur variant versus the Adventure variant, or like the Pure variant versus the Frightfur variant, or whatever. There's a ton of different variants. So it looks like we are using the Mercurier we are using a Mercurier in ours. So it seems like a little more we're playing the Frightfur variant, but of course you can play Mercurier in the Adventure variant as well. Hey, speaking of adventures, looks like our opponent is establishing their adventure board relatively quickly here. Yes, here comes the good old, what is it, the branded, oh, I can't think of the card's name, jeez, opening, duh, oh my god. I wonder if they, okay, what do they discard there? Hang on, let me see that again. Ah, of course. Okay, the Draco back. I was gonna say they could have potentially saved. They summoned. Hang on, what did they? No, okay. For some reason, I thought. this bathroom had like a this bathroom. Jesus, this bathroom. This I thought for a second rather this play was this bathroom. Good lord. You know what it was? Is I was thinking about actually. Never mind. It's a whole thing. With work, but anyway, so yeah, anyway, I thought this play was gonna end up being a little bit different, but it actually ended up being a fairly standard, like just kind of adventure branded play. So looks like the Nibiru was able to take out the Griffin there. That's definitely gonna be an awesome just an awesome thing to have out of the way moving forward. So yeah, okay, we got the branded fusion here. Poet's got a Maxi, but we fortunately have an Ash Blossom in response to that, so definitely do not need to worry about the Maxi here. Honestly, we probably didn't need to worry about it too much anyway, just because, like, you know, it's turn 2, we're just going to try to push for lethal either way, so. Alright, of course, setting up the Lubellion here. Nice to have the Mercurier live with the Lubellion now. Getting the Albert, I think because we already used the Ad Libitum. Yeah, I was going to say Ad Libitum's already in graveyard, so. Okay, Mirror Jade is online. Opponent's going to respond with a branded in red, presumably for Guardian Chimera, but I guess we'll find out here. And we've got our own branded in red in response. Okay. Aha, so we are also going for the Guardian Chimera. As is the opponent. Alright, we got ourselves a regular standoff here. That's awesome. Alright, let's see how this ends up playing out. Oh, just by their thinking since the graveyard. Got it. Oh, that's right, because we had the Mirror Jade effect still in the stack. That's right. So, yeah, so we were able to actually get rid of their Chimera pretty easily. We will still have, I believe, looks like the effect to deal with. Okay, yeah, so we do have our Mirror Jade coming. It didn't happen for a little bit moment there, and I was like confused for a little bit. I was like, wait, that is going to happen at some point, right? But, you know, it's just kind of how the chain links panned out. That can kind of happen in these mirror matches, I've noticed, where, like, you've got, like, 2 very, very long chain links back to back, and it's so easy to forget, like, wait, okay, didn't that resolve already? Or, like, was that supposed to resolve already? It's like, oh, no, okay, it just hasn't had time to resolve yet. Got it. Okay, yeah, that patchwork is good because we can slam down this poly and then let's see what we end up going for here. Ah, of course, the good old Masquerade. Oh, right, it can't attack directly. I always forget that with the Brandon Red. I was about to be like, wait, we didn't attack with Chimera, but no, I always do that in my own games as well, where I'm like, oh, wait, I thought I had lethal. What's going on? And it's like, oh, shoot, Brandon Red can't attack directly. Got it. got it. So, all right, here comes our own Branded in Red. Going for the other Masquerade. All right, the double Masquerade setup. So, yeah, of course, this means the opponent has to pay 1,200 life points in order to, you know, activate any card or effect. So they're at 4,900. That means they've got 4 cards / effects left that they can activate, which is actually a pretty good, range for them to be, because they're not going to be able to make like too many plays here, given just how much damage they're taking, and also given what we have on board already too. I mean, yeah, look at this. They're already at like, yeah, 1,300, so they only get 1 more effect at this point. Alright, let's see. Battling over one of our Masquerades, so there goes that. But again, definitely not like the end of the world or anything. In fact, yeah, like I said, or was gonna say rather, the Albert comes back, and then, yeah, we get to do our. Oh no, we don't get to do the search. Never mind. Jeez. was gonna say we would have done it already if we had been able to, but in any case, opponents only at 100. There's like no way we don't have lethal here. Yeah, again, they just concede. I was wondering if that was gonna be the case there. So cool. All right, definitely thank you very much for that submission. I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and move now to the outro. Okay, everybody, I want to thank you all very much for watching this week's viewer special. And of course, thank you hugely to everyone who submitted, not just to everyone who's featured, but everyone who submitted games there. Yeah, definitely love to see your submissions. I definitely go through and look at pretty much the vast majority of the replays, even the ones I don't end up featuring. Just, you know, I don't not only to take a look at them, but also just because again, it really means a lot to me that you're all actually submitting to the viewer specials here with your games. That's just like so cool that we're able to do it. Not just that we're able to do it, period, but we're able to do it for 16 of these now, 16, and it does not seem like the end is coming anytime soon, which I'm definitely just again over the moon, super grateful to you all for. Yeah, just I am also very grateful to those of you who are, you know, just commenting and subscribing in general, as well as, you know, watching the very end of the video like this. Those not only mean a lot to me personally, but also are great ways to just in general, you know, support the channel's growth and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just end things off here. So without further ado, this is XLex. I'm signing out. Hope you guys have a fantastic day.